Hi children, good afternoon. Thank you for your last class responses. Last class we studied chapter 21 micro, small and medium enterprises and self-help groups. Isn't it? I hope you're all understood. Then micro means it's very small or mean extremely small. Isn't it? In this lesson we saw that micro, small and medium enterprises and definition and the role and signification of micro, small, medium enterprises. Next one, contribution of micro, small and medium enterprises. Medium, micro, small, medium enterprises sector in Tamil Nadu. New entrepreneur come enterprise development scheme and institutional sources of finance of micro, small, medium enterprises, micro units development, refinance agency, self-help groups. In the self-help groups already we know very well about that objectives, functions, futures and mode of linkage and self groups in India and Tamil Nadu. How it's work, what are the areas they participants of self groups already everything we saw in that previous class children. Next, today we are going to see chapter number 22. Let's see. Good afternoon, students. Have a good day. Thank you for your last class responses. Today we are going to see chapter number 22 types of trade. Already we know the meaning of trade. Trade means is one of a business. We have to exchange one things to one person to another person or one city to another city is called as trade business. We have to exchange the goods is called as trade. In this lesson we are going to see learning objectives. Understand the meaning of trade. What is the meaning of trade and explain the futures of trade. What are the futures? What are the benefits? What are the advantages of the trade and explain different types of trade. Different types. Let's see introduction. In continuation to the business finance delight in the previous chapter, this chapter will present details about the types of trade. So, under the barter system in olden days, goods were exchanged. Goods were exchanged for goods after the inventions of a money as a medium of exchange. All the purchase of made in the chance of exchange of money. So they have to exchange the goods and the money also exchanges. Similarly, sales transaction are possible in exchange of money, isn't it? Sales means we'll get the goods and we will give the money. The producers producing the goods in a large quantities find it difficult to sell the goods directly to the scattered consumers. Scatter means default. Mm, scarcity. Okay. Trade connects producers and consumers and enables them to sell the purchase from wherever they are. Trade connects the producers and customers. Trade is to connecting the people. Which people? Producer and consumers. Next one, trade meanings. What do you mean by trade? We can say that simply is a business. In that business, why we call it as a business, the buying and selling of a goods and services consists of a trade. Okay, buying and selling is one transaction. Inside that one placements, that place is called as business transaction. The essence of a trade is to be make goods and services are available to those persons who need them and are able to willing to pay for them. Who all need the goods that needed to fulfill the person is called as producers. Trade is conducted in order to earn profit. Trade is conducted in order to profit and loss, whatever. But profit is more than they expect only profit. Trade act as an intermediary in the exchange of commodities between the producer and consumer. In the trade, not only that both person alone in the trade, producer and customer, starting to the producer and the end of the consumers in some of the person inside the mediator in that exchange of goods. Classification of trade. On the basis of geographical location of buyers and sellers, trade can be broadly classified in two categories. So, trade is a two categories. One is internal trade and second one is external trade. What do you mean by internal? Already we know that internal means a particular circle, a particular area. Okay. So, buying and selling of goods and services within the boundaries of a nation. Inside the nation, we can buying and selling transaction is carried in this placements is called as internal trade. As a nation are called internal boundaries of a nation inside the nation. It takes a place between the buyers and sellers in the same locality, village, town, city, or in different states, but definitely within the same country. Can you understand, children? So, internal trade means within a country. Within a country means surrounding by India alone, not an other country. Internal trade is also called a domestic trade or home trade, isn't it? So, one country we called as home or domestic. So, we can say that then internal trade is called as domestic trade or home trade. Next one, page number, your textbook page number 218. Features of internal trade. The following are the features of internal trade. The buying and selling of goods takes place within the boundaries of the same country. Okay, the buying and selling goods takes place within the same country. Second one, payment for goods and services made in the currency of a home country. We can give that. For example, inside the one, for example, Chennai to and Kolkata, we can exchange the goods means they have to give the currency, that Indian currency alone, not in the dollars and euro. Okay, children. Next one, it involves the transaction between the producer and consumers and the middleman. It's a transaction only the producer and consumers. The producers to give out the goods and the sellers, consumers, sellers sell the goods and consumer get their needed goods. Next one, it consists of a distribution of a network of middlemen and agencies engaged in exchange of goods and services. They exchange not only in a goods, service also. In home trade, the risk of transportation is very less when compared to the foreign trade, isn't it? So, inside the nation, we can send the goods through that railway transport and road transport, isn't it? We can send to the goods or else ship also, water transport also. But foreign country we can select in that air transport is very costly. So, in home trade, the laws prevailing in that country only have to be followed. So, home trade is a laws prevailing in that country, only have to follow that. We have certain rules and regulations to exchange the goods. The aim of a home trade is to be provide the goods and services economically. Goods and services provide that economically oriented. We have to economical oriented means the needed the goods to the customer. In one goods we can produce to the market means each and every stage of people they can get the goods. For average people, below average people, they can get that particular goods is a good thing to the nation. Next one, the goods must be a part of domestic production, isn't it? Inside the nation means they have to produce the goods, domestic production. Goods must be purchased from an individual and the firm established within the country. Already we know that goods must be purchased inside the nation alone. Every exchange transaction is done in that country. Goods can be delivered using locally available modes of transport. Locally available road transport, isn't it? We can we have 4 ways, isn't it? Ways of transport: road, railway, and water and air, isn't it? Mostly we can't send that air, and emergency means we can send that air transport to the one country inside the nation. It does not involve any custom import duty, but buyers need to pay the taxes to the government. If we export that Chennai to Kolkata or Mumbai means we have to pay the taxes. Who's pay the taxes? Buyers. With whom? Government. Okay, children. Next one. Types of internal trade. What are the types? Next one. Home trade consists of two main subdivisions, namely, one is wholesale trade and retail. Wholesale means is a mottama vaங்குறது. Okay, or bunch of, for example, lakhs crore kanakla we can get the product. But retail means is a example of middle shop. Okay, children. Next one. Wholesale trade. Purchase of goods in a bulk from the manufacturer and selling them in a smaller quantity to the intermediaries is known as wholesale trade. They can buy from the manufacturer, they sell to the some small retail shops. Okay, இப்போ வந்து ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் குடோன்ஸ் தே ஆர் மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ணி குடோன்ஸ் மொத்தமாக வச்சுருப்பாங்க. தே செல் ஒன்லி இன் தட் ஹோல்சேல் ரேட் ஒன்லி. ஹோல்சேல் ரேட் தனியாக இருக்கும், ரீட்டைல் ரேட் தனியாக இருக்கும். Next one, retail trade. Retail trade deals with the distribution of a goods in a small quantity of the consumers. For example, small petty shops for the retail trade. Okay, children. Next one, foreign trade meaning. What do you mean by foreign? Foreign is abroad. Let's see that. Foreign trade is a trade between a small seller and buyer of different countries. So foreign trade is a trade between a seller and buyer of different countries. Foreign trade is means buyer and seller is a different countries. For country to country they can export the things, goods. It involves the exchange of goods and services of one country with another country. One country, they can, for example, India send to all the for needed things to other country means it's called as foreign trade. Mostly shipping and air transport are used for a carriage of goods. Internal trade, mostly they can use the one country to another country. They want to send the goods means they choose only, not only but mostly they choose shipping and air transport. The currencies of trading nation have a commonly agreeable currency if any to both may be used in the said international trade. The currency of trading nations is commonly agreeable currency if any to both may be used in that internal trade. For currency, goods, whatever, it's called as international trade. For example, petrol and aeroplanes. Next one, types of foreign trade. In that foreign trade, we are going to see the types. Next, first one, import trade. ஏற்றுமதி. Okay, import means ஏற்றுமதி. Import and export. Import mean ஏற்றுமதி. I mean import ஏற்றுமதி இறக்குமதின்னு சொல்கிறோம்ல அதுதான். Import trade means buying goods from a foreign country for domestic use. Okay, இறக்குமதி பண்ணுறது இன்னொரு கண்ட்ரிலேருந்து we needed some things to other country means we can get the things to the other country. So buying goods from a foreign country, it's called as import trade. Example, India imports petroleum products from Gulf countries. India imports some machinery, equipment, materials, etc. It is necessary to speed up the industry to meet the consumers' demands and to improve the standard of living. We can improve our standard of living means we can get the needed things to the other country. That is called as import trade. Next one here, export. Export trade means the sale of domestic goods to the foreign. So import means we can buy the things to other country, and export means we are selling to the goods to other country, foreign country. Okay, export, ஏற்றுமதி. Next one, example, export of iron ore from India to Japan. So we can send the iron ore to the Japan. Selling of a tea from the Indian to England, and export the jasmine flowers from the Madurai to Singapore. Can you understand, children? Next one, export trade is necessary to sell domestic surplus goods to make a better utilization of our resources, to earn a foreign exchange, to increase the national income, to generate the employment, and to increase the government revenue also. So Benefit of export trade means to earn a foreign exchange, to increase the national income, to generate the employment and increase the government revenue also. So let's see India's important export and import items. What are the items we can send import and export? Let's see. Export items, import item, petroleum products, import mineral fuels including oil, export jewelry, and import gem precious metals, export automobiles, import items, electrical machinery to and equipments, export items biochemicals, and import machinery including computers, and export paramedicals and organic chemicals. Okay, children, this is the export through the ship. Next one, see the success story of this lesson. One of the famous Indian women entrepreneurs is in India, Indra Nooyi. She was born in Chennai and had her bachelor degree in Madras Christian College, master of degree in public management from Yale University, masters in finance and marketing from IIM Kolkata. Occupation, joined PepsiCo in 1994 and become a CFO in 2001. See here, within 7 years, she very developed in that PepsiCo company, which joined CFO, isn't it? Earlier, she held a senior executive position. First of all, she joined that which position? Senior executive in Motorola and Asia Browns Boveri. She was a product manager at the Johnson and Johnson and then textile firm Mettur Bradsell. Awarded Padma Bhushan for her business achievements and being an inspiration to the India's corporate leadership. She is a wonder, what a wonder woman. She is a very hard work. She was very intelligent. She is very intelligent. She is very energetic lady, isn't it? She helped the company to complete the $30 billion worth of crucial deals within the last couple of years. It's very appreciate this, isn't it? It's very good news for this. She helped the company to complete which one? How many is $30 billions of dollars deals with the last couple of years alone. So it's very brilliant lady. Next one, C. Interport trade. Interport trade means importing of goods from one country to one country and exporting the same to foreign countries. It is also re-export trade. Interport trade means importing of goods from one country. நம்ம இம்போர்ட் பண்ணுறோம், இறக்குமதி பண்ணிவிட்டு அதையே நம்ம எங்கே இன்னொரு கண்ட்ரிக்கு வந்து ஏற்றுமதி பண்ணுறோம். Okay, children, import the goods from one country and then we are exporting the some to foreign countries called as, what is that? Re-export trade. For example, Indian diamond merchants in the Surat import uncut raw diamonds from South Africa. They cut and polish the diamonds. And they are the units in India and re-export them to the international diamond market in Amsterdam. Isn't it? So, trade means we can get the things to other country, import the things to the other country and export the goods to foreign countries. For example, diamond. Next one, Singapore, Dubai, Hong Kong are the largest interport trade centers in the world. World level, there are interport trade centers. However, let's see. Thus, it can be included the effective transfer of possession of ownership from the producer to consumer facilitated by trade. So included that effective transfer of possession of ownership from the producer to customers facilitated by trade. After you are learning about the types of trade, channel of distribution, wholesaler and retail will be studied. Can you understand, children? This is the famous in the world, Singapore, Dubai and Hong Kong is the largest interport trade centers. So very short lesson. but it can ease you to understand this. In this lesson, we saw on the types of trade, isn't it? Introduction, trade meaning, classification. What do you mean by internal trade? Futures, types of internal trade, foreign trade meaning, foreign trade of types, import and export, and one of a success story. And interport trade and the famous interport trade centers in the world. That's all the lesson, children. It's a very interested, isn't it? It's easy to understand also. Please read the lesson once or twice. And if you have any doubt, please contact my WhatsApp number, children. And then one more things. See here. Case studies. Mr. Coleman completed his MCom degree and proposed to start a business dealings Powerloom business machines. After a complete analyzing, it was found that it is better to buy from foreign countries than to buy from domestic manufacturer. So what is your opinion whether to purchase from the foreign countries or from the domestic manufacturing? You can analyze some points. What are the benefits? Okay, from the we can purchase the goods foreign country to the domestic manufacturer, children. Okay, that's all the lesson, children. If you have any doubt, please contact my WhatsApp number, children. Thank you.